Welcome to DataStatPro. Do you need to combine multiple Likert-scale items into a single composite score? In this video, I will show you how to create sum and average composite scores in DataStatPro without manually recoding your categorical responses. You will also learn how to handle variables that share the same categories, as well as variables with different coding schemes. Let's get started. In this video, we will learn how to create a composite score in DataStatPro. First, we need to import the data into DataStatPro. You can import data by clicking the Import Data button on the dashboard or by using the top navigation bar. A third option is to import the data from the left sidebar. Let's begin. I will import the data from the dashboard by clicking the Import Data button. You can import data from Excel, CSV, or JSON files. You can also import data from the clipboard. Alternatively, you can import data directly from Google Sheets. For this demonstration, I will open a sample dataset called the psychology dataset. Click the dataset, and it will be loaded into the DataStatPro workspace. You can click Edit to review the variables contained in the dataset. We will use some of these variables to create a composite score. For this demonstration, I will create a composite score using 10 Likert-scale variables. These are well-being 1 through well-being 10. As you can see, all these variables use Likert-scale response categories. A useful feature of DataStatPro is that the responses do not need to be numerically coded beforehand. Now, let us open the Transform tab in the Data Management panel. Click Transform. You can see that the psychology dataset is already attached. Next, select the required transformation from the available list. I want to create a composite score using the 10 Likert-scale variables, so I will select Composite Score. The third step is to select the variables that will be included in the composite score. I will select well-being 1, well-being 2, and continue through well-being 10. You can either replace an existing variable or create a new variable. For this example, let us create a new variable. The data preview shows the variables that will be included in the calculation. Now, click Define Score. The variables selected in the previous step are already displayed in this dialog box. The next option asks whether all the variables share the same response categories. In this example, all the variables use the same Likert-scale categories. However, variables included in a composite score may also have different categories. Examples include socioeconomic status, family size, and education level. In such cases, each variable may require its own category coding scheme. Our current example is simpler because all the selected variables share the same categories. Therefore, select Yes. All variables share the same categories. DataStatPro automatically identifies the common response categories across the 10 variables. These categories are strongly disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. We will assign codes from 1 to 5, beginning with 1 for strongly disagree. Disagree is coded as 2, neutral as 3, agree as 4, and strongly agree as 5. DataStatPro will apply these codes automatically before calculating the composite score. Next, select the aggregation method. Available methods include sum, average, count, standard deviation, minimum, and maximum. For this example, I will select average to calculate the mean composite score. Enter a name for the new variable. I will name it well-being score, and then click Create Composite. A success message confirms that the new composite score has been created. Now, open the data editor to view the newly created well-being score variable. DataStatPro converts the response categories into their corresponding numerical codes in the background. For example, after the coding responses to numbers and then take the average, the resulting composite score for row 1 will be 2.4. Now, let us examine the second option, in which the variables have different categories. Return to the Transform tab and select Composite Score again. This time, we will create a composite score using variables with different types of categories. I will select Gender, Education, Therapy Type, and Well-being 1, and then create a new variable. The data preview displays the variables included in the calculation. Now, click Define Composite Score. The selected variables are already displayed. This time, I will choose No. This indicates that the variables have different categories that must be coded individually. For gender, I will assign 0 to other, 1 to female, and 2 to male. For education, I will assign 1 to high school and 2 to bachelor's degree. I will assign 3 to master's degree and 4 to PhD. For therapy type, appropriate numerical codes can be assigned to each treatment category. For well-being 1, I will assign code from 1 for strongly disagree to 5 for strongly agree. This time, I will select sum as the aggregation method. Enter a name for the new variable, such as composite score, and click Create Composite Score. Return to the data editor. The new composite score has been created using the category codes we defined. This demonstrates how easily composite scores can be created in DataStatPro. This level of flexibility is rarely available in conventional statistical software. Thank you for watching. See you in another informative DataStatPro video.